In the quiet glow of thousands of softly lit white roses, the Princess of Wales marked a deeply personal moment in the days leading up to Christmas. Not with speeches, not with cameras, but with reflection, remembrance, and gratitude. Catherine made an unannounced, private visit to the Ever After Garden, a poignant installation created to raise vital funds for the Royal Marsden Cancer Charity, the very hospital where she herself received life-saving treatment. Carried out away from public fanfare, the visit spoke volumes about how deeply this cause now sits at the center of her heart. The princess, who revealed her cancer diagnosis in March 2024, has spent much of the past year navigating one of the most challenging periods of her life. Her appearance at the Ever After Garden was not only symbolic, it was profoundly human. A quiet moment of solidarity with patients, families, clinicians, and all those whose lives have been touched by cancer. Set within Duke of York Square, the installation transforms the space with more than 30,000 illuminated white roses. First launched in 2019 by designer Dame Anya Hinmarch alongside fashion writer Camilla Morton, the garden allows visitors to dedicate a rose to a loved one, a powerful act of remembrance and hope. Among the thousands of tributes, Catherine added her own handwritten message. Simple, restrained, and heartbreaking in its clarity. It read, "In loving memory of all those who have lost their lives to cancer." Just a few words, yet heavy with lived experience. After being given a private tour of the installation, the princess later shared a further message on social media, offering her thanks to all who had contributed to the project and its mission. Every flower, every light is a memory held together, an illumination of shared love, remembrance, and hope, she wrote, signing off simply with the initial C. A deeply personal touch that resonated with many. The timing of Catherine's visit was especially poignant. It came just days after King Charles shared his own deeply personal update about his ongoing cancer treatment, revealing that his care could now be scaled back. In his message, the king urged the public to prioritize early detection and regular cancer screenings, reinforcing a rare moment of openness from the royal family on a subject that affects millions. For Catherine, the Royal Marsden holds particular significance. In January, the princess confirmed that she had undergone chemotherapy treatment at the London hospital. Since then, she and Prince William have continued their long-standing role as joint patrons of the Royal Marsden, a commitment that has taken on renewed meaning following her diagnosis. While the visit itself was private, Catherine's appearance did not go unnoticed. She wore a tailored, double-breasted green tartan coat by Holland Cooper, elegant, understated, and perfectly fitting for the season. Yet it was her jewelry that drew quiet attention. The princess wore crystal daisy earrings by Butler and Wilson, subtly debuting a new piece from her collection. The choice was anything but accidental. The daisy, long associated with innocence, resilience, and renewal, mirrored the message of the evening perfectly. Catherine has worn Butler and Wilson designs before, dating back to her time as Duchess of Cambridge, and the brand's heritage made the choice especially meaningful for an event centered on remembrance and hope. Behind the poise, however, lies a journey marked by immense challenge. When Catherine announced her diagnosis in March 2024, it followed weeks of intense speculation and invasive public scrutiny. She subsequently withdrew from public life to focus entirely on treatment, a 9-month period she later described as incredibly tough, both physically and emotionally, for herself and her family. Yet, as the months passed, signs of recovery quietly emerged. In June, the princess made a carefully measured return to public duties at Trooping the Color, followed by an appearance at the Wimbledon finals. Moments that reassured the nation while underscoring her determination. September brought confirmation that she had completed chemotherapy. The autumn months that followed saw Catherine undertake a series of deeply personal engagements, each reflecting an empathy forged through experience. In October, she visited Southport to meet families affected by the tragic knife attacks earlier in the summer. Later that month, she shared an emotional embrace with teenage photographer Liz Hatton, a fellow cancer patient. The two bonded over their health journeys, and Liz's mother later spoke movingly about the compassion shown by both the prince and princess in the final weeks of her daughter's life. December marked another milestone. At Westminster Abbey, Catherine hosted the Together at Christmas Carol service, her fourth time organizing the event, and one widely seen as a symbolic return to tradition. Supported by her family and greeted warmly by the public, the evening underscored just how deeply she is cherished. Now, 1 year further along the road to recovery, life for the Princess of Wales is understood to have largely returned to normal. But moments like her visit to the Ever After Garden reveal that cancer has irrevocably shaped her outlook, deepening her empathy, sharpening her purpose, and strengthening her resolve to use her platform for good. As Christmas approaches, Catherine's quiet act of remembrance stands as a powerful reminder. Beyond the titles, beyond the tradition, there is a woman who understands loss, survival, and hope, and who continues to stand beside those still fighting. Music gently fades out,